Hi guys, my name is Love Bembo and welcome to my channel. Okay, so it's been a while. I posted a video and I'm actually doing this video because of a podcast I listen to. So a friend of mine has a podcast and she did a podcast about guys. But not to go into that, but that kind of like the inspiration behind my video. I felt like okay, I needed to do this to a few things I can share about this. Okay, so the topic, as you can see from the description, is how to know if you are a side chick or the side dude in a relationship. How to know that you're not the main chick, you're not the main guy or the main dude in the relationship. Okay, so first off, I'll start from the girl's point of view, how guys behave. That's if to know you're a side chick because I'm a lady, so I can relate better to the female part. Then I'll just put a few tips for the guys. I feel like the guys can learn maybe a thing or two, but mostly I'm talking more for the ladies, but a few things for the guys. Okay, so let's get into it. How to know if you are the side chick or guy. Okay, so first off, for ladies, how to know that you're a side chick. One thing is important. If the guy has not asked you out, has not said I want to date you or I want to have a serious relationship with you, ensure that you do not assume. Men are very funny. They are very, very, very funny. I tell you. One minute, you're hanging out, you're talking, and you feel like, oh, you guys have a connection, it's promise. And we ladies, you can imagine for Africa, for you're already looking at him, oh, his looks is 100, he serves God, you're already imagining your name, called his name, the children you're going to have, the beautiful and lovely children you're going to have, and all of that good stuff. But as long as he has not told you that I want to date you, or I want to date you in view of getting married. Those two things themselves are two different things. So the guy can decide to date you, we're not married. That's one. And he can propose a relationship with the intention of marriage. So if you propose a relationship with marriage, it's better because it's defined from the start. But some relationship happens, that kind of thing. And let's see how it goes. You guys meet and you click and you laughing to your jokes, you're laughing to his jokes, you understand him, he did not ask you anything, you did not ask anything. All of a sudden you guys are just chilling because you guys are enjoying the what's the word, enjoying the friendship or the hanging out together, you know as long as he has not said. For guys, if they've not asked you out, they're not tell you that you're a girlfriend, do not assume. Don't assume for anything that you're a girlfriend. As long as he did not tell you that you're his girlfriend, please, sisters, do not assume. Wait for him to use his own mouth and tell you that you are my girlfriend. When he says, goes ahead and says you are my girlfriend, then yes, you can now say, oh well and good, I am the one. Okay, let's have gotten that out of the way now. Now, if it's a situation where he has not defined the relationship and you guys are, having, you're enjoying it and you're enjoying his presence and you think you guys can be more, you want it to be defined. As a lady, there's nothing wrong asking the guy, okay, where are we? Ask questions. And this doesn't only apply to situationship, it applies to relationship. So if you're in a relationship and the guy is you're not sure of where it's going, maybe you guys have been dating for maybe a year or more, or 6 months, or maybe 3 months. And as a lady, we have biological clock. When you start getting some age, you want to be sure what you are doing. If you're in a serious relationship, you're in a serious relationship. If you're not in a serious relationship, you're not in a serious, but you want to know where you stand so that you will not go and be laying eggs when they are not even ready to. You understand? So by and large, this question, knowing defining a relationship, be it when you're in a relationship or in a situationship, is very important. So find out if you've been in a relationship for too long and the guy is not talking marriage, you've not met his family, you've not met his mom, very important, you've not met a member of the family, then just know that it's a lie. You understand? Because most times relationship like that even ends in marriage ends up in disaster because sometimes the guy might have another family outside and you are the second family. So it's important that everything due process is full. You get to meet his family, you meet your family, blah blah blah. But that's on the long run. Okay, so Other pointers, like I said, the first one, if he has not told you you are his girlfriend, do not assume that you are his girlfriend. Even if you guys have a good relationship, you talk every day, you like him, he likes you, he tells you that he gives you all the compliments in the world, he makes you feel good. As long as it's not said that he wants to date you, auntie, don't assume that you are part of anything. Even if he buys you gifts, even if he gives you money, don't assume his gestures as already you are a thing, you're an item. No. That is for guys. Guys can be very funny because you could be doing it for whatever reason. Probably he's gaining something from it, whether he's gaining benefits or emotions, because guys will not spend time doing something or investing in a woman that they're not getting anything from. So if it is relationship or situationship, they are gaining something. Whether it's your brain, whether it's your body, but there's something that they are gaining. That's why they are there. Then another thing that you would know that you are not the main chick is how he reacts when you're with the opposite sex. So be it that you guys are together and a guy comes and is talking to you and maybe he's being flirtatious or something, the way he reacts will let you know. A guy that this is my babe, this is my main babe, this is the one I want to spend the rest of my life with, will be ready to throw punches because guy, I know they follow you share. No follow, no come drag my property with me in quotes. You understand? But a guy that likes you but is not seeing you guys in the long run, like okay, maybe you guys spend your life together. What he will do is that he will just like say, I will just ask like, how is that guy? I said that guy will just he will tease you about it, but he will not get angry or upset about it. Why? Because in his mind he knows that no, they really find way they win this thing. So probably if this guy comes and sweeps her off a bit better than me and she even does the breaking up, she has saved me speaking English. So if you are not the main chick, the guy will not react. He will not be too psyched about it. Guys are very jealous. Seriously, guys are more jealous than ladies. That's what we don't know. Guys, ladies, we think you can jealous. Men on him, they have no chill. That's why you see that a man will cheat on a woman and he will beg her and she will forgive him. But in the reverse case, when a woman cheats on a man and she begs him, majority of the times the man does not forgive. Go and check statistics. He does not forgive. That's where he does not. So to tell you how that men can be unforgiving when it comes to infidelity and they don't like to share. But the fact that somebody don't follow them chop the food they chop is a problem for them. But they are willing to chop other people's food, though, but don't chop my own. Do you get? So if he doesn't react, if he's not jealous when you're hanging out with your guy friends or probably having to sleep over, like let me picture a scenario now, like you're a lady and probably you work on the island and you stay on the mainland and sometimes island traffic can be very crazy and you can be stuck for till almost midnight. And probably you have a guy friend and the guy friend is stays closer to where you are at that point in time. And because time is far gone, it will not be safe for you to go to your area. And you now decide to tell, babe, I want to stay in this place. A guy that is not your side chick will say, okay, now be safe. You will feel like okay, he cares, which is not bad, but he's not jealous. But if it's a guy that you are the main chick, the guy is willing to send you money and say, babe, look, is there no hotel around there? I will send you money, you can spend the night. Why? Because he does not want to compromise anything. He does not want to tempt the devil. He did not trust the devil in the guy. So that the guy will not go and even if he trusts him, baby, he did not know the guy. He did not know the guy intention. He's a fellow hunter. Hello, don't go and eat my precious item that I've been saving. No, you understand? So a main guy will propose, okay, take money. But even if he's doing his last card just to give it so to be sure that it's babe, nobody's ever even drag matter. But go and to now look at man say she had an eureka moment and God say that the guy is her husband. That kind of funny situation. So the guy will be willing to ensure that the lady is not in that atmosphere. Do you understand? Why? Because this is the main chick and he does not want to have to compete with anybody for this. So this is his precious drill. That's one. Sorry. That's so I said two things now. Um, okay. So another thing is I kind of mentioned that when I was talking before I got to this is have you met any member of family? If you're dating a guy, hello sisters, listen up, put your ear like this. If you're dating a guy and you've not met any member of his family, you have not met his mom, you have not met his sister, you have not met his father, you've not even spoken to them. Hello, not the main shit. No, there is no how a guy is serious about you. He wants to show you to the world. And first of before he shows you to the world, he wants to show you to the most important people in in his life. And what are those important people? Are his family. The same thing with a girl. If for the guys now, if the girl really loves you, she wants you to meet her family. She wants you to meet her people. Even if you don't see them immediately, you're already speaking to her siblings, one thing or the other. She wants you to communicate with them to have a good rapport, so that when you come, you can flow for both guys and girls. So if you're dating a guy or you're dating a girl and you've not seen any of her family, you're for a girl too, you've not seen any of the guy's family, just know that something fishy going on. Again. Okay, for example, now to be what's the word now? To bring it home. For me, when I first met my husband and we were dating, I wasn't too sure I was gonna get married to him because it wasn't my type, it wasn't my spec, we got introduced by a very close friend of mine, and she was a friend of him, but she was a very close friend of me because we were friends for years, we served together, and we just bonded and we've been friends. So by and large, I remember when I first saw him, I was like, it's not my spec, is this, is that. I had like a million and one things. Then at a point, before I met my husband, I was already working on myself that, sometimes, they say something like you cannot keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So if you are doing the same thing constantly and you now expect that something miraculously different will happen, it's a lie. Because they say, it cannot work. Do you understand? So I had to tell myself that I can't keep doing the same thing. So I had this spec of black, tall, handsome. Even if it's not tall, even if have an average height for a guy, but he's dark, slim guys because I'm chubby. I don't need a fat guy, and all of that. That was my own kind of spec. But at the point I looked at it, you have dated this series of guys over the years, and it has not ended in marriage. Is he not telling you? And you see not a eureka something? Is he not speaking to you? See, maybe this is not what God is saying for you. Because I remember growing up and saying I wanted to marry who God has chosen for me. So when I met my husband, he was all like, that's to myself, okay, you've been dating Alpha. I was like, okay, let's try this. And I remember like barely a month into our relationship, my husband wanted me to see his family. Me, I'm not like, I mean, I'm not even sure of whether I want to even, if I'm really, really dating you like that, or even want to marry you, now say want to see family. Anytime we propose that, we'll be the one to push and say, and because we're staying so far away from each other, like we're living in the same state, but we're staying so far away. So we didn't get to see all the time. So once in a while, sometimes I can see him twice or three times in a month, and that's it, the next month. So I was one pushing and pushing and pushing it. I ended up seeing them in a wedding. So a friend of Freeze was getting married, and they came for the wedding. That was the first time I saw them. And when you told me my parents were coming on my, I was like, Chineke, Mary, really, which kind of thing is this one? But it was a good first see. And like I said, so if you're the main chick, the guy will be pushing for you to see his family. Sure thing. Even for the lady too, she wanting to meet her family. One of the reasons, another reason why they want you to meet their family is with style. As they are dating, you don't want to get their family approval. Like for a guy, does the mom like you? Does she like you? Does she feel like your wife material? If the mom accepts you, then they know that okay, the future is bright in this relationship. Then for the girls too, they want their father to see the guy, to see the kind of man they are dating. Oh, is this really a real man? Does father like the man? Can the father see, a good husband material in the guy? Because at the end of the day, you're in love. And there's some certain characteristics that the person might have that you might overlook because I love this person. But another person that is not dating the person, we not see the person that way because I'm not dating you, nigga. So I don't necessarily have to like you. You get so when your other family members get to meet him or her and they see qualities, they'll be able to tell you things that you're not seeing. So from their opinions, you can now know if you are in the right place or not, if you're in the right relationship or not. So that's one very key thing. So that happens. So you get to meet the family, and once they approve of you, you will see that the guy will be on a different dimension. Okay, so that's another nugget for you. So if you have not met any of the family, just know that see, you're not the you're not the one. Then also be careful of friends. She friends and e friends. They will always say what you want to say. If you want to use the friend to know that you're the main chick, sister, you lie because they will say the same thing for different girls. You know, guys now, even if you are decide to you come, our wife, they will take make your head swear, this one, that one, that one, that one. At the end of the day, another person will come, the same thing they will see. So the last thing you can ever do is say, his friends like me, his friends call me our wife. And it's a lie. The same thing with the guy. The guy, our husband. Don't It's a lie. You don't believe friends. Friends most times can always be in on it. Friends are friends because they're not dating you, know. Not like relationship that will go. Friend will always be your friend. Do you get? So don't use friends. Don't use friends as a yardstick to say, oh, boy, other friends like me, so it's not like that. You're not dating his friend, you're dating him. So don't get confused. So that is that. Then another thing for me, the last one I would just say, I don't want the videos to be too long. It's already longer than I planned. Okay, is that like don't negate the God factor. So I remember when I was dating my ex, before I met my husband, we had dated for almost a year, and I was wondering, where is this relationship going to? Are we settling down? Are we not? Are we about to? I just wanted to really know if we, because I really loved him, and I felt he did for me, and and it was like my spec, and what I wanted. So I felt like, okay, for me, it was a go from my end. I didn't know about his 100%. So I really wanted to know what the situation was. And I asked him questions, and I remember him saying that yes, he can tell me as somebody getting married to, but that he's not in a hurry yet. Like he's not doing it now, and that if somebody else is another guy, hey, please remember this line. And if another person comes that is willing to, that is not going to be in my way. So if a guy tells you like that, my sister, run, no, run, run, be running like this. Don't look back. For me, I felt like he was being modest, and it's not modest. It's just a gentle way of telling you that you are not the one. You're not the one. But then, because love have covered my eye, I was not rotting. I was not saying the thing. If it says something like that, that oh yes, you're the one, I see myself getting married to you, but I'm not in your hurry now. If another guy comes, I'll not be in your way. And it's a lie. It's a deceit in the pit of hell. He's just trying to tell you that you're not the one. No, it's just there, just occupying space. No, so if you get the behind me, Satan, just stay on your own. Mhm. So the last one I would say, as I close out this video, is do not negate the God factors. Like I said, after I met my ex and I wanted to know where it was going, I took it to God in prayer. And I was like, God, between so time, I want to know if he's not the one. Just give me a sign. Let me know. Hey, this guy is not the one. I know God has different ways to speak to you. So now he could be speaking to you and you're not hearing. It might come to people that you see as mentor, who when they talk to you more, you listen to them. So I remember then my dad had made mention of the fact that this guy is not husband material. Like just dating him, but he doesn't want to spend it. That was one. I marked that one. That was after I've had that prayer and I wrote it down. Then somebody, a pastor friend I had introduced me to, then I have not spoken to the man over the phone after then, because after we got to talk to him and all of that. And he just called me out of the blues and started asking me, how do I think this guy sees me and all of that? How do I feel about him? And he told me point blank, that the guy was not dating me to get married to me. And that was two, confirmation. And I was like, one, my dad, I don't take the things my father says for granted because he's a man of the spirit. So I know that for him to be saying this, he's talking not just from the physical, but he's talking from the spiritual aspect. Then somebody that I now introduced. So that was one from my side. So it's not like okay, because my father is that. Somebody that introduced me to that was also a pastor person said the same thing. So he begged me and I started saying signs. I was like, okay. So even before the relationship was over, it was over already. Even when we were still there, I already started packing my bag in my mind that okay, me Oshemo, that kind of thing, because I could already see the signs and God had confirmed it from the mouth of Bible says from the mouth of two or three anything that God says is established. So God had established it from the mouth of two. What is dying to see? The signs were there. What is dying to see? So basically, don't neglect the God factor. So when you did someone and you really like, we ladies can be very emotional. If you know you really like the person, guy or girl, please go to God. After you know that you're dated for a while and you're liking this person, you're seeing the future of this person, go and put it in prayer points. Go and write it. You can even give it like me. You can give God a time frame by so time you want to know. God always answers prayers. So yeah. With that said, I'm closing out this video. I don't want more than 20 minutes. So I'm closing out this video. I hope you learned something. I hope it helped some way or the other. If you're in that place of confusion and you want clarity, I hope this video has helped you out. Please like, share, tell your friends to watch this video. And yeah, thanks. Till I come your way next time, I remain Love Bembo, and bye.